Breathe deep, the cooling air, sun setting tonight. You gotta make your mark, load up on the raw intent. One last look in the mirror. They're gonna know your name. Somebody's gonna take a second look. Too cool to choose single, any angle, hypersexual, serial beast. Wearing on your sleeve, hey baby, do you like it kind of raw? Do you like it?
Good evening, welcome to another edition of PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. I'm Norm Waymer, and this week, as you can see, the one and only Dr. Jerry Graham.
Well, Andy Shane had a big match out in Los Angeles tonight, so he couldn't make it. I'm happy to fill in for him, Norm. It is so exciting what's going on at Powerbomb Championship Wrestling, and especially everybody's talking about the eighth wonder of the world, the mighty Pharaoh.
We are just 8 days away, too, from April Anarchy, coming up on April the 19th. International Boxing Club, 525 Earlwood Avenue in Oregon, just off of Star and I-280. Earlwood's that little road that runs along 280 in between Navarre and Star. Doors open at 4, bell time at 5, and yeah, that big main event. It's Legion reuniting with Nitro and Malice teaming up against the Giant Pharaoh and his mystery partner.
Everybody's talking about this tag match. And you know, I have a way of finding things out in wrestling. I haven't got a clue who this mystery partner is. Usually, I got my pulse on the business. I talk to people in confidence. I know things, I don't reveal them. But I'm telling you right now, I have no idea who this mystery partner is, but it's going to be somebody probably really vicious because this Pharaoh is a killer. That's all.
It boggles my mind because the Pharaoh is 7'3", over 300 pounds. I have no idea. I can't imagine who that mystery partner might be.
Well, I'll tell you something. Legion, back together again, is a formidable opponent for him because they are one of the most efficient, finest tag teams I have seen in 45 years in this business. And I can't wait for the 19th when this match comes off because I will be there just to watch.
Yeah, it's just 8 days away. If you haven't gotten those front row tickets, you can do so through the website at PCWexcitement.com. You can also go to Lucky 7. You can also go to the Somerset Bingo Hall. And you can go to the IBC, International Boxing Club, weekdays from 3 until 9, and get those tickets in advance because it's only a limited amount. And once they're gone, they are gone.
And I can't speak enough about this Pharaoh. This Pharaoh is dangerous, and I'm saying if anybody can take them and his partner down, it's going to be Legion. But what a battle this is going to be. I'm just so beside myself with excitement.
Well, let's get you to our first match, and we're going to take a look at the Giant Pharaoh as he battles Louis Perez.
You significant little maggot. Is this the best they can do? Is this it? I'm not satisfied. Give me somebody else. Somebody else, I'm still hungry. I want another opponent. That was nothing.
He wants somebody else.
He wants another opponent.
You heard it.
Young Louis Perez going to try his hand at the Giant Pharaoh. His tactic, run in, try and catch him off guard. Bad idea. Little extra momentum off the ropes for the clothesline, and that is just not working. Giant Pharaoh undefeated here in PCW. And Louis Perez runs right into that size, I would hazard a size 18 maybe, Norm?
Yeah, at least.
At least. Sean Boomer Bratton along with Norm Waymer, the Giant Pharaoh, one of the most devastating forces we have ever seen in PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. Giant Pharaoh rushes in. Perez with the boot up, though. He's got to take advantage, but unfortunately walks right into the side slam.
May have just made him more angry.
Pharaoh says there's not enough competition.
Second rope.
This is insane.
Are you kidding?
Absolutely insane. What is he going to do?
Oh!
I just squashed him. And the Giant Pharaoh making quick work of Louis Perez. Giant Pharaoh remains undefeated here in Powerbomb Championship Wrestling and dishing out more punishment to Louis Perez.
All right, enough's enough. You won the match, enough's enough. Come on, get him off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is Nitro.
Nitro's out here now.
No. Nitro is the one in charge here. Not the Giant Pharaoh.
Which man is going to back down first, though?
Good question.
just discarding Louis Perez.
Nitro is a huge individual. Look at the size of Pharaoh.
I've never seen Nitro look up at anyone.
He's a whole head taller.
Never seen Nitro look up at anyone.
Uh-oh.
Nitro's ready to fight.
Uh-oh, when isn't he ready to fight?
The jacket's off for Nitro. The singlet's coming down for the giant Pharaoh. Pharaoh can't believe the whole crowd is chanting for Nitro. It's in his head right now.
Look at that.
And Pharaoh just dips out of the ring. Pharaoh just dipped out of the ring. Slow walk back to the locker room.
Well, apparently now is not the time.
I'm sure that time is going to be sooner rather than later, though. Nitro did not like what the giant Pharaoh was doing to Louis Perez, what he's done to some of the other competitors here in Powerbomb Championship Wrestling.
Well, why do you think the giant Pharaoh's here? Same reason everybody's here.
For that title belt that Nitro has around his waist. And he's taking the fight right to the champion.
Stands his ground. Nitro, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I got something to say. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
The reigning PCW heavyweight champion,
Yeah, there's no way Nitro's backing
Bill
down from
Nitro
anybody.
Monahan.
Nitro's never backed down from anyone in his life.
Never has, never will.
And we've seen tremendous battles, well, with his former tag team partner. April Anarchy at the IBC Sunday, April 19th. Powerbomb Championship Wrestling presents April Anarchy. It is going to be pure anarchy. Doors at 4, bell time is 5. As always with Powerbomb Championship Wrestling, the card is jam-packed from top to bottom. Angel Dust versus Princess Tenchi. The hair is on the line. Hair versus the managerial services of Dr. Jerry Graham. If Andy Shane loses to Will Studd, well, Will Studd gets Dr. Jerry Graham as his manager for a year. But if Andy Shane wins, if he is able to beat William Studd gets his head shaved, completely bald, in the middle of the ring at the IBC April Anarchy, Sunday, April 19th. We have a tag team main event. Legion is back together. You will see Legion, Malice. Oh my goodness. And I've been joined by Your Highness. I've been joined by Your Highness.
Very good. I, the giant Pharaoh, will have a mystery partner. My mystery partner will exemplify greatness, much like myself. My mystery partner will exemplify superiority, much like myself. Tall in stature, stark in attitude, and physically dominating to everyone. And I can assure you that Legion, this tag team that everybody brags about, is doomed.
And as I was getting to, it's going to be Nitro and Malice Legion reuniting to take on Your Highness and a mystery partner at the IBC on Sunday, April 19th. It's April Anarchy. Doors at 4, bell time is 5.
Cereal beast, wearing on your sleeve. Hey, baby, do you like it kind of raw? Or do you like it?
For good times, good food, and great service, go to Nick and Jimmy's on Monroe Street across from the mall, or Nick and Jimmy's on Lewis and Temperance. Anything from burgers to pizza. The Cocoa House Lounge on Lewis and Temperance features deluxe sandwiches and creative martinis. The Basin Street Grill on Monroe Street west of the mall, featuring extensive appetizers and fresh seafood in a classy yet casual environment. And the Village Inn on Holland, Sylvania in Sylvania. Great food and a roadhouse atmosphere. 5 times the good times, good food, and great service. Find it all at nickandjimmys.com.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because they have the fastest lines in town.
Seaway Marketplace.
This is my store.
I buy almost all of my produce here at Seaway Marketplace for my home and my restaurant.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace Deli has the best chicken in town.
This is my store. I shop at Seaway Marketplace because of the big selection of meat and seafood.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace, corner of Cherry and Bancroft.
Seaway Marketplace, this is my store.
Somerset Bingo Hall, Toledo's premier bingo hall, 7 nights a week at the corner of Douglas, Lasky, and Tremainsville. At Somerset Bingo Hall, doors open at 5 p.m., Lightning at 6, and Series at 8 p.m. Sundays, doors open at 11 a.m., Lightning at 1, and Series at 2:30. Somerset Bingo Hall, Toledo's premier bingo hall, 7 nights.
Cereal beast, wearing on your sleeve. Hey, baby, do you like it kind of raw? Do you like it?
I've got a very special guest with us today with a very special announcement for all of us PCW fans. So with me is the manager of Seaway Marketplace, the greatest grocery store in Toledo, and the man known around town as Trace.
Thank you, Boomer. Seaway Marketplace is a proud sponsor of the PCW, and we have a great promotion for the PCW fans. To introduce you to Seaway Marketplace and the PCW, we have an offer that you can't refuse. Buy $40 worth of grocery on a single shopping trip and receive a free ticket to the April PCW event.
And everyone needs groceries, so all I have to do is go to Seaway Marketplace, spend $40 in groceries, and then I get a free ticket for PCW April Anarchy?
It's that simple. We're on the corner of Cherry and Bancroft. Spend $40, see your cashier, and ask for a free ticket.
Fans, you know where to go to get your tickets and to get your groceries. Seaway Marketplace and PCW, thank you very much for your support for Powerbomb Championship Wrestling.
Hi there, PCW TV. This is Angel Dust. Powerbomb Championship Wrestling has invited me out to their next event on April 19th called April Anarchy. I basically will be there to answer some requests for a women's wrestling match. I will be taking on your own Princess Warrior Tenshi. I'm sure you know plenty about her, but you guys know nothing about me, so I wanted to take a second just to kind of introduce myself and hopefully welcome myself into Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. For those of you who don't know me, go ahead and check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, even check me out on YouTube and get to know a little bit about me, about my wrestling, about my matches. I have been wrestling about 8 years, and look forward to debuting for PCW here soon. Thanks, guys.
Back we are, PCW, Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. You saw a quick clip there from Angel Dust, who will be making her PCW debut as she battles the Princess Warrior Tenshi in a PCW women's match.
She's getting a baptism of fire, I'll tell you that. Princess Tenshi is nobody to mess with. I'm afraid of her. But I'm going to tell you, this Angel Dust has got a reputation all over the country, all over North America. She's been to Japan twice, and she is going to be a worthy opponent for Princess Tenshi. I guarantee that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure a lot of you are looking forward to it, too. I'm looking forward to this match that is coming up with Andy Shane, Will Studd, and you were the one that jumped in the middle of this.
Absolutely not.
And offered to put up your services to Will Studd in exchange if Andy Shane wins, he gets to shave Will Studd's head. If he doesn't win, then you're no longer the manager, Andy Shane.
Well, at the time, it seemed like a good idea, but I'm going to tell you, I feel like I'm a commodity being traded on the board of in Chicago. My services are on a bet. Now, yes, I could take Will Studd. I could up his game. I could make him a champion. I could make a lot of money with him. But Andy Shane is like a son to me. And there's been a lot of friction between Will Studd and Andy Shane, as you know. They really have a distaste, a dislike for each other, disdain. And I really think that, Studd, you're going to win the Butterbean Lookalike contest when they shave all that hair off your head. Because I think Andy Shane is going to beat you, and we'll beat you in the middle, because I'm Andy Shane's manager and will be when the match is over.
Can you guarantee you're going to play this down the middle?
I guarantee that if...
You have a long reputation.
If Andy Shane loses this match, Will Studd's got himself a manager, and I gave my word that I would give him 110% of my training, my managerial skills, everything. You know, the same deal Andy had. But Andy's like a son to me, and we have been talking about this. We've been watching tapes of Will Studd, and we know that we are going to win this match.
Well, what got this whole going was the tag team title match. Andy Shane, Celeste Taylor battling the Asian Assassins for the belts. If you didn't see this match, let's take a look at it right now. there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is for the PCW Tag Team Heavyweight Championship. First, introducing our challengers, is a two-time PCW champion from Brooklyn, Michigan, Andy Shane. His partner, hailing from the great state of Florida, South Beach. He weighs in at 210 pounds. He is Slash Taylor. And their manager is the great, legendary Dr. Jerry Graham. That's what he's doing in the ring.
That's awesome.
I would say the Modfather got a little too close.
You think?
The Modfather should not forget what roads that Jerry Graham has been up and down.
Stand up when you're talking to me.
Shorty, Shorty. And introducing the champions from the land of the rising sun, accompanied by the warrior princess, Tinchi, and managed by who? That's right, Shorty. It is the great Acuna and John Hotto. The referee is Michael Sandy.
PCW tag team titles are on the line. I'm Sean Boomer Bratton, along with Norm Waymer. The son of a legend, Bobo Brazil, is also with us. The challengers are Andy Shane and Celeste Taylor, with their manager, Dr. Jerry Graham. The champions, the Asian Assassins, the great Akuma and John Hotto, with their manager, the Modfather. Also joining them at ringside is the warrior princess, Tenshi. So even with Dr. Jerry Graham, the odds stacked against the Asian Assassins.
Yeah, but you got Dr. Jerry Graham in the corner of Andy Shane and Celeste Taylor. He'll tell you that his mind, his education, his brain will more than offset anything else.
That's kind of what I figured.
Bobo Brazil Jr. with us here at the table. Been up and down the roads with Jerry Graham as well. Former PCW heavyweight champion. Good to have you back.
I'm glad to be back here, and this match is exciting to see, Norm, that it's going to be something for the people to remember by, because they got the great Dr. Jerry Graham in their corner, and everybody know that Dr. Jerry Graham is one of the most highly caged wrestlers that it is.
And Andy Shane going to town on that leg of John Hotto. Working over that knee, that foot. Here's that tag into Celeste Taylor. A double leg drop.
Well, let me ask Bobo here. Celeste Taylor is a young guy, but how much does this help him to have Andy Shane as a partner, Dr. Jerry Graham in his corner?
Oh, it's a great deal for him to have him in the corner, because see, he know he's on the winning end, and for him to get more experience with Dr. Jerry Graham in his corner.
And Celeste Taylor, one of the more impressive newcomers we've seen here in PCW, Norm. And really, again, being in there, just like the son of a legend, Bobo Brazil, was talking about.
Shape. He's a man that looked like he's in good shape and know a little bit about chain wrestling, which is going to make him climb that ladder.
Good shape. He's in great shape.
Oh, yes, he got the niggas that make it in this business. But one thing about it, if he can just hang with the best, that's what's going to get it. He got to be able to hang with the best.
Missile dropkick, 2 count. They've done a nice job of keeping Jean Hotto away from his partner, the Great Akuma, belly to belly, right into the center. He's on top of him.
That's a good tag team, and normal what they're doing now is they tagging out in the end. That's what they got to do to be able to be on top and take the victory home with them. Of course, they got Jerry Graham in the corner, and Doc knows what he's doing.
Backing up Andy Shane, though. Wrong corner. I'm sure Hotto's going to make the tag to the Great Akuma. Referee trying to separate things right now, though, because no tag has been made.
Get out that corner.
Well, you know, regardless of the fact, too, that the Mod Father and the Warrior Princess Tenshi are in the corner. At the same time, this is a well-oiled tag team. There's a reason they're tag team champions.
There's got to be a reason, because they got the two in the corner, and then you got to watch the snake, which is over there, is the Mod Father. See how he took that cheap shot? And see what she doing? See what she doing right there? See, that's what right there will make them a great tag team, because they know how to go around the circle.
Quick kicks into that knee of Andy Shane. We know Andy Shane has had some well-documented knee issues on top of those well-documented shoulder and pec issues that he's dealt with over the last year and a half.
Well, it's no secret. Andy's in his 40s, been around this business probably 25 years. You're gonna get banged up. You're gonna have surgeries. You're gonna have injuries. You're gonna have arthritis. You're gonna have all kinds of things by that time.
Sabu
I
broke his
know
leg
it goes
in the
with the
match.
territory. Believe me.
Oh yeah, Sabu broke his leg
And he kept
in a
wrestling.
match. Well, when he tore the pectoral muscle off the bone a year or two ago, he wrestled another 15 minutes.
He did the same thing with Sabu. When Sabu tore his knee out, he wrestled for the whole entire match, which was another 20 minutes, and then they told him muscles, weight, and bones. So Andy knows the pain that he's got to have to dish out to be that champion. So you're going to have to take the pain, and later on it's going to be arthritis, believe me.
Andy, after he tore that pectoral muscle, came here the next night with his arm in a sling and pile drive somebody. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Well, and this is an injury that most people would have been done.
Jerry Graham made him a machine out of it. That's what they don't understand. The man is a machine.
And here he is, a year and a half after that injury, vying for tag team gold here in PCW.
Also studies jiu-jitsu, too.
Really having major issues, though, with the Asian Assassins. If they've isolated that ring, this is the reason why they're the tag team champs.
Now, at the same time, everybody's got their limits, and they're really working over Andy Shane in the corner.
And Celeste Taylor, and I guess that's some of that inexperience showing what's in there.
That's the only way Andy going to be able to make his partner can't draw too much attention to the referee. They get a chance to do what they want to do to him.
Shane barely kicks out of that one.
It's all called tag teaming. That's what tag teaming is all about. To be a great tag team, you got, especially in their caliber, they got to take every cheap shot that it is to wear the opponents down.
And a DDT out of nowhere. And Andy Shane's got to be able to make the cover, but Jean Hotto grabs that leg. And Akuma comes in and drops the elbow just for good measure.
He's cutting the wind off, trying to wear Andy down. And that's not going to work with Andy because he's been around too long.
The Asian Assassin still utilizing all those quick tags in and out, side Russian leg sweep. Knocks Sless off of the ring apron.
Yeah, you gotta be ready. You gotta.
It's going to take a lot to wear Andy down. I know I have wrestled Andy before. Andy can take that beating for an hour and still come out on top because he knows what to do in that ring. He's not giving up now. He's thinking his next move. He's thinking about what's going on in the ring, where he's at in the ring, which make a good competitor.
And again, they've done a very nice job here, guys, of keeping Andy Shane away from Celeste Taylor.
Well, I have all the respect of the world for the former champion here. But at the same time, boy, Andy's been taking the beating here for a while. But at some point, you can't take anymore.
And they keep pulling Andy
I know
Shane
he
back
can't
into the
take no
corner.
more, but see what he got to do now is just hope that he can take that one moment, get that one chance when the Japanese team decide that they think they got everything on top and get too comfortable. That's when Andy going to pull it off.
Look at this. There's something you've never done, Bobo.
See what I'm talking about? See, Andy right now waiting on the right move, and here he go. He done waited on the right, and this is his way out. Right here is Andy. He thought that instant came right back, that moment. See?
Now does he have enough to get to the corner?
He's going to get to that corner because he's Andy. I wrestled him. I was a tag team partner. I know what he can do. Andy is full of momentum, and now he's finna get watched. He's going to make that tag because he's going to reach deep down inside and pull it out.
So close.
And there's that tag.
I knew it was going to happen. Now, this young man got to go. He got to save this team. He's got to go. He's got to keep everything going.
And now Andy Shane back in there.
All four in the ring. Referee has let this break down. Wow!
Wow, they
face to
collided on
face.
that one.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Wow.
And Akuma goes to the outside. He's right out in front of us, and so is Andy Shane.
Andy just doing my
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, okay. We're getting our, why is Will Studd out here? What in the world? Why is Will Studd here? Oh my goodness.
No!
He just power slammed Andy Shane through that table. He power slammed Andy Shane through that table. I mean, we still got something going on in the ring. We don't even have our table anymore. Bobo Brazil is checking on Andy Shane. Norm's off to the side. Norm, you still have your microphone. He doesn't have headphones. I don't know if he can hear me.
It's 2-on-1 in the ring at this point now.
Oh, the Assassins catch Celeste with the double hip toss.
Not only did Andy get slammed through this table, he hit his head on the floor.
Oh, he's in bad shape right now. We need some medical staff out here right now. And things aren't looking good for Celeste Taylor in the ring, but really not looking good for Andy Shane on the outside. Drives that knee into Celeste Taylor. Well, John Hana was holding on to him. Hana with the cover. He's right on top.
Oh.
And now we don't even know where the bell is. So they're signaling for the bell. We don't even know where the bell is. Now Norm Waymer's going to try and find the bell.
And your winner still going out in the ring. Still the PCW Tag Team Champions, the Asian Assassin.
Dr. Jerry Graham with his hands on the Modfather now. Asian Assassins will walk out of here the tag team champions. I think the bigger issue right now, though, is what Will Studd did. Coming out and power slamming Andy Shane through this table. So we're trying to see if he's okay. Seems like he's talking. I can hear like a word or two. And he's moving his arms, his appendages, so that's good. I mean, obviously we don't know the full extent of the damage, nor can we even begin to speculate. We just need to get some help. Now they're trying to get Andy Shane up to his feet. Norm, what could you tell?
Will Studd's lost his mind. These guys, this beating continues in the ring.
Now look, Justin Maine coming in, breaking up that beatdown. Now Akuma just demolishes Justin Maine. They're getting Andy Shane out of here. He's kind of walking.
Really, you're going to have to watch out for this team. The Japanese, you're going to have to watch it. These guys are amazing to do anything to keep the American title around their way.
And Will Studd will do anything.
Will Studd.
I think Will done really went off his rock.
I have never been so upset and outraged by the despicable, incomprehensible, inexcusable actions of Will Studd and the Asian assassins. There's going to be a reckoning, and I'll tell you people out there, you look right in my face. I will be behind it. I might be too old to do it, but I still got the brain, and I'm going to get my men and my partners and my friends, and it's going to be it for the Asian assassin. I got a little taste of the Mod Father tonight, something that's been long overdue, and I'm also going to take care of Will Studd. All of this is beyond the pale.
Well, doctor says it's going to be done. Believe it, it's going to be done.
PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. Powerbomb Championship Wrestling presents April Anarchy at the IBC Sunday, April 19th. It is going to be anarchy. Trust me on that. You want to get your tickets early. Lucky 7, Instant Mania, PCWExcitement.com. Those are all places you can go to get your tickets. Oh my goodness. A rematch has been signed for April Anarchy. You will see the Righteous Maker Rick Baker defending the PCW Cruiserweight title against the amazing Nate Madsen. There's a tag team main event. Nitro and Malice are back together as Legion, and they are taking on the Giant Pharaoh and a mystery partner. I have been trying desperately to find out who this mystery partner is. No luck. I guess we're going to find out together April 19th. What about the stakes in this match? Someone is either going to get a new manager or else that same person is going to get a brand new haircut. Andy Shane with his manager, Dr. Jerry Graham, taking on William Studd. Now, Will Studd, if you win, you get the managerial services of Dr. Jerry Graham for 1 year. However, if you lose, they're going to shave your head completely bald in the middle of that ring.
That's a big if, Boomer. My hair's not going anywhere. I am not going to lose to Andy Shane. I have beaten Andy Shane up and down, back and forth, left and right. It doesn't matter. I've beaten him. You can't tell me I can't do it again, and I get the managerial services of one of the best managers in wrestling history, Dr. Jerry Graham. What more? This is too perfect for me. I get to keep my hair, I get a new manager, and then I'm going to get the PCW title. It's over. Andy Shane is done. This is William Studd's time.
Will Studd extremely confident going into that match. Will be as confident afterwards. If he has no hair, we're going to find out, because it is the hair versus the managerial services of Dr. Jerry Graham. April Anarchy. PCW presents April Anarchy at the IBC Sunday, April 19th.
Somerset Bingo Hall, Toledo's premier bingo hall, 7 nights a week at the corner of Douglas, Lasky, and Tremainsville. At Somerset Bingo Hall, doors open at 5 p.m., Lightning at 6, and Series at 8 p.m. Sundays, doors open at 11 a.m., Lightning at 1, and Series at 2:30. Somerset Bingo Hall, Toledo's premier bingo hall, 7 nights a week. Since 1905, Red Wing Shoe Company has been making purpose-built work footwear. The skilled employees in our 3 U.S. factories build over 1.2 million pairs of shoes annually. We are the largest Red Wing shoe dealer in northwestern Ohio with over 2,500 pairs in stock. Stop by our newly renovated store at 2122 North Reynolds Road. Shoes and boots that have served generations of hard-working people.
Your career will occupy 1/3 of your life. Shouldn't it be fun, profitable, and secure? The Toledo Academy of Beauty has successfully trained over 10,000 graduates in the cosmetology industry. Call 419-478-6660 for a free brochure. We also offer beauty services by supervised students. Even professional wrestlers like Dr. Jerry Graham is a client. Have fun, be cool, choose the right beauty school. It's Toledo Academy of Beauty. If you're looking to raise money for your nonprofit organization, Powerbomb Championship Wrestling is here to help. We'll provide you with everything you need to raise money. You'll get 2 hours of fun and exciting family entertainment from some of the best pro wrestlers in the Midwest, and we'll promote your event on our TV and social media platforms. Charities, booster clubs, athletic departments, or any nonprofit organization can raise money with PCW. Call us at 419-265-7808 or contact us on Facebook, Twitter, or PCWExcitement.com.
PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling is back at the International Boxing Club on Sunday, April 19th. Doors at 4, bell is 5. You can get your tickets in advance. Lucky 7, Instant Mania, PCWExcitement.com is where you go online. You want to get your ticket because we're not using the term anarchy lightly. It is going to be April Anarchy at the IBC on Sunday, April 19th. You're going to see, and there are tag team champions, but in singles competition, John Hotto taking on Celeste Taylor, the great Akuma taking on Justin Maine. What about the wager between Dr. Jerry Graham, Andy Shane, and Will Studd? If Will Studd is able to beat Andy Shane, Will Studd gets Jerry Graham to manage him for a year, but if he loses, Will Studd gets his head shaved, completely bald in the middle of the ring. Also, there's a rematch at the IBC at April Anarchy, Sunday, April 19th. The Righteous Maker, Rick Baker. He's the PCW Cruiserweight Champion. He's always with his manager, the Modfather. They're taking on in a rematch the amazing Nate Matson. Some people saying that that wasn't the greatest win of all time at the last show, Righteous Maker.
You know, I don't care about what anybody's opinion is. I didn't hook up with the Modfather because I care about anybody's opinion. I'm with the Modfather because with him in my corner, we get results. And that's why I still have the PCW Cruiserweight Championship belt.
The people around town are saying that this was a way evil, bad victory. Meaningless. A win is a win is a win is a win. And Nate Matson, you're a loser.
I know Nate Matson would love to have this title across his shoulder, but yeah, according to the Righteous Maker, Rick Baker, and the Modfather, it's not going to happen. If it does happen, you will see it at April Anarchy at the IBC on Sunday, April 19th. The Righteous Maker, Rick Baker, defending against amazing Nate Matson. PCW at the IBC, April Anarchy, April 19th.
Back we are, PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. I didn't know that the Modfather could fly.
Well, he flew, if you're talking about that little tap, a little love tap I gave him. He got right in my face, and he got just what was coming. I hope you're out there watching, Modfather, because I'll do it again in a minute, in a New York minute.
I've never seen something so enjoyable in a long time.
Thank you. I enjoyed it myself. But you know someone else I'm going to enjoy? The Mighty Pharaoh and his mystery partner, whoever it may be, against Legion. And that is going to be the brawl to end it all.
Well, I was stunned of how it worked out at March Mayhem, where it ended up being Nitro defending his title against the Giant Pharaoh. And we say this all the time, that you never know what's going to happen in Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. And when everybody walked in that night at March Mayhem, they didn't think that they were going to see that title match.
And not only that, what they saw was carnage like I have never seen before in this business. At the end of that match, all the fighting, all the people that were injured, hurt, needing medical attention from our medical staff. I've seen one or two people get hurt. This was absolutely, it looked like Gone with the Wind in the Battle of Atlantis scene when they pulled out bodies everywhere. This Mighty Pharaoh is going to be, I don't know if anybody can stop him. I do not know. This man is just absolutely fantastic.
You know, props to Nitro for taking this match in the first place. He's a fighting champion.
Absolutely.
He's not afraid of anybody. He's going to go battle anybody that's in front of him. But like you said, we haven't seen anybody that's been able to slow the Pharaoh down.
I've seen some big men hit him, punch him, attempt to pick him up. I've seen him fly over the top rope of his own accord for strategy. I mean, the man, he's like a flying Fred Curry, used to be, one of my old counterparts, but he's 7 feet tall.
Yeah, well, let's get to the match. It's Nitro for the PCW heavyweight title, defending it against the 7'3" Giant Pharaoh.
Dr. Jerry Graham.
First of all, introduce our champion.
He is indeed the current PCW heavyweight champion from Jackson, Michigan. Weighing 320 pounds, he is Phil Nitro Monahan.
So, coming out of the dressing room right now is a man that I picked personally when the promoters asked me, and Nitro has agreed, so can we please have the challenger come to the ring?
You heard it. Picked by the legendary Dr. Jerry Graham. He is from ancient Alexandria, Egypt, standing 10 feet tall. Make that 7 feet. The very scary and intimidating looking, the Big Pharaoh.
We're underway. We're not even waiting for the bell to ring. Sean Boomer Bratton, Norm Waymer, son of a legend, Bobo Brazil is here. It is Nitro versus the Giant Pharaoh for the PCW Heavyweight Championship, and Nitro already is on the outside. Pharaoh undefeated here in PCW, and he has been granted a shot for that title. They're right out there in front of us, and this is your typical Nitro match where the action's going to be in the ring and also on the outside. Norm, I'm concerned when this stuff gets right out in front of us because we've seen what happens. How many tables have we gone through the last couple of weeks?
I don't know. I don't want to go through any more.
No.
That is a big man. That is a big, big man.
It's not too often.
He's got his hand full.
You don't really see Nitro having to look up at someone, giving up a weight or a size advantage, and he's definitely doing that here.
Oh, and he just threw Nitro into the ring post like he was nothing.
The Giant Pharaoh has steamrolled.
He's got speed, too. He's got a lot of speed. That's on his side for this championship match.
He steamrolled everyone he's faced so far.
Athletic guy.
He didn't even have to do nothing but just reach up at the rope. He was in the ring. What a big man he is.
It's not very often you see Nitro in a position like this.
Well, this is something I thought we might see down the road. I am amazed that we're seeing this now.
Truly amazed. Wow, what a big man he is.
Oh!
Oh, he's pretty agile, too. Big man to be that agile.
And Nitro's able to kick out.
Champion tonight, we may have a new champion.
Well, I can't believe too that Nitro would put his belt on the line.
Oh, Nitro won't turn down any challenge, but man,
Against somebody he probably hasn't seen, hasn't scouted. That's awfully dangerous.
And really working that sleeper, just almost looked to grapevine his body right there to just add a little bit more pressure to it as Nitro fights back, trying to break that hold. He's sliding through. Pharaoh doesn't have everything with it, but enough to slow down that blood flow, which is what your ultimate goal is with a move like this.
Nitro's neck is so big, I imagine it's really hard to shut off that carotid artery.
Yeah, he's got a pretty big neck there, and plus, now he's going to have to reach down on the inside because it seems like this type of wrestling that this man's know is to cut the circulation off till you bring, and then he seems like that he'll go in for the kill.
Giant Pharaoh went for one more. That gave Nitro enough time to roll through. Got those knees up.
Oh!
Man, did you see that impact there? Wow. The big man's hard to take off his feet.
I've never seen Nitro have so much trouble getting somebody off his feet.
I don't think Pharaoh's ever been knocked off his feet, though. Close on that one. Those ropes caught him. Saved the front row.
Oh! But he's still on his feet.
Upside down. Pharaoh's right in front of us. Why is Pharaoh going like for my feet? What's he doing here? He's underneath the table. Not really sure what the Giant Pharaoh is doing.
Oh!
And he pulled a chain out. And you can see it wrapped around his wrist.
That, what a leg. Wow. Monahan must be out. He got to be out.
Well, he threw down the referee.
He just come in our country and do that. He can't do that.
Oh, and he wrapped the chain around his neck.
He can't do that.
I got to believe this match is going to be over.
Well, the referee can't even call for the belt because he knocked the referee out. Wait, what's Bobo Brazil doing? Bobo Brazil took his glasses off. Referee Michael Sandy's calling for the bell. And Bobo Brazil is in there. And Bobo Brazil gets taken out. Justin Maine is here. Well, and Maine floats out of the way.
Oh,
Maine got
he
jacked.
missed the first one. This is Ray Orndorff, who was here tonight earlier.
Is a special guest.
Ray Orndorff and Bobo Brazil in the ring.
Oh!
Bobo Brazil Jr. getting taken out with
Threw
Orndorff.
Justin Maine clean over the top rope.
And he goes back to work on Nitro.
Look at the carnage in this ring.
Malice Hall breaker loose.
Oh! And it didn't phase him.
Did not phase him in the least.
Well, that got
Pharaoh
his
will not go
attention.
down.
Well, they mangled that chair.
Look at this.
He's not only going toe-to-toe with Malice, he threw Malice out of the ring, clotheslined him right out of the ring. So much
Where is
destruction.
security?
I don't think security wants to deal with this.
Nitro's out. Bobo's out. Ray Orndorff's in the ring. He's out.
I don't know what
and
happened to
Malice
Justin
is in
Maine.
trouble. This guy's gone berserk. He has absolutely gone berserk.
Dr. Jerry Graham is out now. I'm not really sure why Bobo Brazil, the son of a legend, felt he needed to get in the ring.
Phil Nitro Monahan, Bobo Brazil Jr., and Ray Orndorff all on the ground.
I gotta believe, well, Nitro's gonna keep his title on a disqualification, but
let's get the official word
it's not
from Michael Sandy.
It's not just
Here he is, folks.
It was a DQ because the Pharaoh hit me and you knew not hit a referee.
But Boomer, you know
The
that
Giant Pharaoh has been disqualified.
It's
Phil Nitro Monahan, still your PCW heavyweight champion.
It's not just the physical damage. It's the psychological damage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nitro has never been up against a guy like this.
Well, and you've
Who
got to
has
think,
just laid all these people out, including Malice.
yeah, Nitro and Malice. He laid out single-handedly both members of Legion. Both
And Malice hit him with a chair twice.
Didn't phase him at all. Shook it off, grabbed the chair, tossed it to the side. Didn't phase him at all. And then on top of that, okay, so he lays out Mr. Fantastic, Ray Orndorff. He lays out the son of a legend, Bobo Brazil. Justin Maine tried to come in. That went nowhere. So we're looking at, between Nitro and 5 guys.
And Nitro is still out. I know he's a tough guy. I know he doesn't shy away from any challenge.
No, not at all.
But there is no way he has ever seen a challenge quite like this.
And Nitro
And who
slowly-
has?
No, I've never seen a guy that tall, that physically impressive. And
Nitro Monahan.
Nitro
Give it up.
Almost to his feet. You can tell that, obviously breathing is forced right now, that damage to the windpipe.
You just have to wonder if he will ever be the same.
I'm not sure. Who knows? I've never seen Nitro basically hauled out of the ring area like this before. The Giant Pharaoh has made one of the biggest statements ever here in PCW. I know this is not over, but man, everyone in that locker room needs to be concerned right now. I'm Sean Boomer Bratton. Norm Waymer, as we start to clear the carnage out of the ring. PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. April Anarchy. Powerbomb Championship Wrestling presents April Anarchy at the IBC Sunday, April 19th. Doors at 4, bell is 5. Get your tickets, Lucky 7, Instant Mania, online, PCWexcitement.com. You will see the Asian Assassins in singles competition. John Hotto taking on Celeste Taylor. What about the Great Akuma taking on Justin Maine? Angel Dust versus Princess Tenshi. William Studd, one-on-one versus Andy Shane. William Studd wins. He gets the managerial services of Dr. Jerry Graham for a year. But if he loses, he's getting his head shaved completely bald in the middle of the ring. And a tag team main event at April Anarchy. Legion is back together, and they are taking on the Giant Pharaoh and a mystery partner. We saw what happened the last time at the IBC. I know you guys want revenge.
Well, 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 Boomer. I tell you what, Giant Pharaoh, yeah, you've stepped in it big time this time, son. You got the dander up of Legion. Big mistake. I tell you what, you come with your mystery partner, because it's time for the 7 plagues of Egypt again. And you're looking at the first 2. Tell him, Nitro.
You know what, Giant Pharaoh? You may think you're a god, but let me tell you something. 7 foot tall, 300 pounds. You know how the old saying goes. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. April Anarchy. You better be ready for it. And bring your partner. It's not going to matter who it is.
Some strong words from Legion. These guys are back together, and boy, they are primed and they are ready. Legion taking on the Giant Pharaoh and a mystery partner. It's your tag team main event at April Anarchy, April 19th. Sunday, April 19th. Powerbomb Championship Wrestling presents April Anarchy. Doors at 4, bell time is 5. Giant Pharaoh mystery partner versus Legion.
Cereal beast, wear it on your sleeve. Hey, baby, do you like it kind of raw? Do you like it?
Since 1905, Red Wing Shoe Company has been making purpose-built work footwear. The skilled employees in our 3 U.S. factories build over 1.2 million pairs of shoes annually. We are the largest Red Wing shoe dealer in northwestern Ohio with over 2,500 pairs in stock. Stop by our newly renovated store at 2122 North Reynolds Road. Shoes and boots that have served generations of hard-working people. Mike Jamieson and Jamieson's Mobile Music is scheduling his 2015 bridal season. I would love to talk to you about your music and video needs for that special day. Now, we don't have 15 different sound systems going out every night, just one, and we concentrate on you and your special day. You will know your DJ. For over 25 years, Mike Jamieson has been providing quality sound, lighting, and video for your special day. Call him today at 419-514-1302. Mike Jamieson and Jamieson's Mobile Music and Creative Video Imagery.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because they have the fastest lines in town.
Seaway Marketplace.
This is my store.
I buy almost all of my produce here at Seaway Marketplace for my home and my restaurant.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace Deli has the best chicken in town.
This is my store.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because of the big selection of meat and seafood.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace, corner of Cherry and Bancroft.
Seaway Marketplace. This is my store.
For good times, good food, and great service, go to Nick and Jimmy's on Monroe Street across from the mall, or Nick and Jimmy's on Lewis and Temperance. Anything from burgers to pizza. The Cocoa House Lounge on Lewis and Temperance features deluxe sandwiches and creative martinis. The Basin Street Grill on Monroe Street west of the mall, featuring extensive appetizers and fresh seafood in a classy yet casual environment. And the Village Inn on Holland, Sylvania in Sylvania. Great food and a roadhouse atmosphere. 5 times the good times, good food, and great service. Find it all at nickandjimmys.com.
I'm standing here with Dr. Jerry Graham, and Dr. Graham, I understand you have some important words for us.
Absolutely. Seaway Marketplace is without question, I've lived here all my life, the best supermarket in Toledo. They got the best chicken you're ever going to eat, and they got a great promotion for you fans. If you come into the store, and if you buy $40 worth of product, you have to ask your cashier, because you got to be a PCW fan to get this deal. You buy $40 worth of groceries, you will get a free ticket to the next show in April. And we want to see everybody at the Seaway Marketplace, because you can't do better. It's my store.
Seaway Marketplace, spend $40, ask for your PCW ticket, and then we will see you at April Anarchy Sunday, April 19th.
All right, back we are to wrap up here. PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. Big thanks to our sponsors, of course, Seaway Marketplace. Don't forget to go there. If you spend just $40, they will give you a free general admission ticket. Just ask your cashier when you go. Also, Mike Seeger's Red Wing Shoes, along with Nick and Jimmy's and the T-Town Boys, the Toledo Academy of Beauty, and Somerset Bingo Hall. But we're just 8 days away from April Anarchy. It's April the 19th at the International Boxing Club, 525 Earlwood Avenue. Doors open at 4, bell time at 5.
How many years have you been in this business? Have you ever seen anything like this that we're talking about with this Legion, Pharaoh, mystery partner, Andy Shane betting me against Will Studd's hair. We've got Rick Baker, the Mod Father. It's just one. Every match could be a main event anywhere in the country.
Family friendly. You can sit right up front. You can get real close. You can interact with the wrestlers. You can't do this anywhere else.
That's right.
And it's also one of the best matches you're ever going to see. Also, PCW Cruiserweight title is on the line. The Righteous Maker, Rick Baker, as he battles the amazing Nate Matson.
Absolutely. That match was such a confusing finish last time, but I know that this time they're going to be at each other tooth and nail, and it's going to be a match you don't want to miss. This whole card, April Anarchy. The reason we call it Anarchy is because that's what you're going to see. Absolute destruction, devastation, and humiliation.
Will Studd's hair, this guy's services for a year, all on the line as Andy Shea battles Will Studd.
And who is the Pharaoh's mystery partner? Like I said earlier, I have my pulse on this business, and I usually know what's going on, but they got me stumped.
Women's match, you demanded it, so we're going to give it to you. Angel Dust against the Princess Warrior Tenshi. You also see the tag team champions in singles action, the Great Akuma against Justin Main, and Jan Hato against Les Taylor. It's only 8 days away, but we got to run. As always, it's not PC.
It's PCW.
Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. We'll see you next week.
Breathe deep, the cooling air, sun setting tonight.